Welcome to Market Like a Hotshot, episode 55.
55.
Where the heck are we, James?
So this is a first in so many levels. This is our first podcast that's live outside. We've never done an outdoor one. We get to wear shades this time, so if you're watching us on YouTube, that's why. Or on Spotify, you can see us on video too.
And I heard rumors there's a tornado watch here in Framingham.
Yeah, it has been
crazy?
a day of adventure here. We got here around 1 o'clock. It's a little after 5 right now, and the weather's been all over the place. It's been like all 4 New England seasons, well, 3 of the 4. Thankfully, we haven't had any of the white stuff falling on us.
I know, exactly. So today is all, since we're at a farmer's market, today is all about small business.
Right.
Grow your small business like a hot shot. Because small business is, 87% of all employment. All right, and it's the engine of the economy. And we have about 60 or so vendors here today here at Framingham Common for the first Framingham Farmers Market. So this is what marketing like a hotshot and entrepreneurship is all about. And we're really psyched. We're going to have like our first person that's coming here to talk to us. Who is he?
We've got Bill Sell. Come on, Bill. Come have a seat.
Bill, come over here. Woo!
Bill was kind enough to invite us to do this. And
hello, everybody.
It's been an adventure here, so make sure you just talk right into there.
Yep.
So we
Just
know
get a little closer here.
Perfect.
I'm the one listening to this all the time and commenting on people touching mics, and here I am rearranging your microphone.
Yep,
already.
so you're making the mic noise again,
Yes.
Bill.
The problem is when you have 2 Italian guys that like to talk with our hands,
Yes.
and we have these overly sensitive mics, but we'll
So-
be getting new equipment soon, so it'll be
That's
good.
it. We're
As
growing
a
here at
listener,
marketlikeahotshot.com.
Yeah.
I'll go out and do a long walk in the evening listening to Market Like a Hotshot. Why not?
Why
And,
not?
of course, you hear it right in your ears.
Yes.
But anyway, welcome to the Framingham Farmers Market. We've
Thank
never
you.
done a podcast here, let alone a live show.
I know.
This is great to have you guys here.
This
It's
is
always
incredible.
good to stand out. That's what marketing's all about. And here we are. We're getting some strawberries, some cannolis.
He loves the strawberries.
We got some
Cannolis,
cannolis here from Uncle Joey's
Yep.
here.
It is strawberry
Abigail's? Is this-
season, and
Abigail's
it's the right time.
bakery.
Abigail's.
Abigail's Cookies here.
Baked goods.
Courtesy of our good friend Craig Sutton. So
And Craig
keep
Sutton,
going.
the master of entertainment. He's here too, here on Framingham Common.
So
Man,
we're looking at 110 vendors.
110.
34
Wow.
of them are first timers here today.
Oh my goodness.
So a lot of it food. 74% are food and food related.
so it goes till 7 tonight. I know we're
7
not
o'clock.
live here, but just from 3
Every
p.m.
Thursday.
3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every Thursday throughout the summer.
Yep.
Right, Bill?
All the way through until October 8th.
October 8th.
Wow.
By then we'll be getting some corn here, right?
Yeah, it switches corn, gourds, pumpkins by mid-September, and
Yeah.
the product set will change. In 2 weeks, we don't have a lot of strawberries left.
Yeah, I gotta get
raspberries right after that, they're gone.
Love it. And some great.
then
What's
blueberry.
some of your great? Yeah, I'm sorry, your favorite vendors here. I mean, I
Well,
know
some of
it's-
the they have been here forever.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Shout out.
I
to
got
the
to
ones
do a
that have been-
shout out to Hanson's Farm. They started this market more than 20 years ago.
Nice.
And it was a very small market at the time. They brought everything that was at their farm stand. After they stopped working on it in 2022, it was turned over. The mayor's office took over.
Yep.
They brought me in to help run it. Hanson's continues to come back with us every time, but they only do lemonade. Hanson's
That's interesting. Lemonade, huh?
And it's a jug. It's a big jug of it. Here again, I hit the microphone.
I love
again.
lemonade.
And then other ones, Great Harvest Bread.
Harvest
Out of
bread.
I've had
Newtonville.
their bread. They're good.
And
Very good.
great stuff. They have a raspberry bread. They've got some cinnamon chip bread. So great stuff. They have been here for the same number of years. And the other one that's been here all those years, Velma's Kettle Corn.
Velma's Kettle Corn.
It's Framingham South High grad, lives down the Cape, but comes back to Framingham every single Thursday to be part of this market.
Have you had their kettle corn? It is so good.
All right, I'm gonna try that.
We're
I'm
gonna have
gonna
to
hit
try
all
some of that
Reagan. We
today.
gotta hit all the booths after this,
Yeah,
right?
it's the way to do it.
Fill up on some food. So this is what small. We're talking. Our theme today is small business. Growing your small business
Yep.
like a hot shot. And,
Everyone here is a small business.
And that's beautiful. There's
110 of
no
them.
chains here today.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
The closest to a chain would be Cousins Lobster,
Yep.
but it is a locally owned franchise part of it. And they are every other week. and they are in the same spot that Trolley Dogs usually is in.
Nice.
But Cousins is next week, the second week and the fourth week, and continue on that way.
So if you like your New England lobster, come here this coming Thursday for the next Framingham Farmers Market, right?
Now, so that'll be the 25th, right?
25th.
The 25th. Now, food trucks do get to come in here at 12 noon. Our permit allows food truck sales from 12 to 7, and then the vendor sales are from 3 to 7. So the way we do it is that if you're setting up a booth, you can set your booth up and get food. Eat lunch before the customer gets there. You guys talk about that when you're talking to people and networking. Focus on the customer. We make sure that we've got the ability for them to do that. Get your food, eat it, and then you're ready for the day.
I love it. So come here noon and have lunch. Then get some strawberries after that. So this is what, if you're a small business out there, that's what's great about farmers markets. I mean, I don't know if you want to call it like an underused channel for growing your business, but
it's a misunderstood one, because if you have an idea, a farmer's market is a great place to test it. If you come out here, next week is Gusto Catering up in the corner here, but today it would have been Senti's Kitchen. He didn't have enough people. Senti's Kitchen will be back in 2 weeks. It is a brick and mortar restaurant on Route 9, just over the Southborough line. But he came to a farmer's market for a full season every week and tested a menu.
Nice.
20 items, 5 didn't sell. Next week, 12 items, 4 or 5 didn't sell. Pared it down and then mixed up. Everything was a little different, 2 ribs and 3 other things. And he used this as his test bed. So that's how a small business uses it.
So that is a great point, Bill. I love that point. If you're a small business, marketing is all about trial and error and standing out. Using a farmer's market, networking with people at a farmer's market. Well, I think it's almost like free testing, right?
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's a field testing. He did it for 17 weeks. And by the end of it, he knew exactly what to open up in the store, and he's doing great. A year and a half later, he's doing well. He still comes to the market, though, because he remembers where it all started.
Yeah, that's a good point. So even if we have listeners all over the world, I'm sure your town or city has a farmer's market, and that's what we're talking about today, is focusing.
There are thousands of them here in the U.S., they're in Canada, they're in Europe. Different rules in different places, but check in with the Farmers Market Coalition. It's Farmers Market Coalition. We'll have a list all around the country, or just Google Farmers Market and your town name, and you're likely to find something nearby.
So, Bill, this is the largest farmers market in New England.
In Massachusetts.
Oh, in Massachusetts.
Yes, we are the largest by vendor count.
Got it.
There is also by attendee count, visitors. That's Copley Square.
Yeah, and that's
they're right next to a train station.
Too.
Yeah, we can't beat that. They have the unfair advantage of being there. But we work closely with all of those folks. But 110 vendors puts us probably about 25 or 30 above the next largest market in the area.
Wow.
So, like, if you're a small business, how would you prepare yourself? This is a fairly new marketing channel. How do you prep yourself to be successful at a farmer's market?
Understanding who the customers are and what kind of product they're looking at. Take a look at who else is at that market. You don't want to go in and have just a standard baked bread when there's 6 or 7 or 8 others doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But do the sourdough, or do the cannolis, or do something like that, and differdifferentiate. There's only one cannoli here. There's one sourdough.
Uncle Joey's.
Yeah, we love Uncle Joey's. We got some right here.
Right? If you're out there, you got to check out. Is Uncle Joey's here every week?
He's here every week. Yes.
All right. So
he also is one of our sponsors that helps support and make this work, because we need sponsorship support to be able to do things. All Town Fresh, brand new gas station here in town.
Oh my God! Yeah.
But they are our sponsor of our SNAP program.
So that's an important one. So if you're a small business out there, sponsorships really help, because you have an incredible audience here. The Metro West, Framingham, 75,000 people here in Framingham, and Middlesex County is the largest county in Massachusetts.
And we know we were getting customers from Sudbury, from Natick, Wayland. They're coming in from quite distance to come here, because this is a different kind of a mix. The Ashland, the Natick, and the Marlborough markets all take place on Saturday morning. So if you can't make Saturday, or you want to have a variety because they got to split everybody up to be able to all be on the same day. Come out and do this type of thing on a Thursday. And that's one of the things to look at too.
Yeah.
If you're choosing a market, take a look at when it is and what's the competition.
Yeah.
Our closest competition is Westboro. And same exact time as us, also Belmont, Salem, and Melrose. There's no overlap on this type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, Westboro is far enough away, but they'll tell us, I've got 3 of this. Do you need one of that? Or if I have 3 or 4 of something, I'll send it out their way. We have 2 honey, and we cap it at that. We've got 2 mushroom vendors. We'll cap it there. 2 microgreens. If I get a 3rd, they're headed out to Westboro.
That's a good mix. So that's a good thing to understand. Understand the farmers market kind of landscape.
Yep.
To just learn about it. But I love this. This is great because it's 2 of my passions: food and networking.
Right? It is. Yep.
So get yourself to have some good food out there, but shake some hands. It's nothing. You only can be online so much. It's being out here in this warm, humid sunshine here in Framingham today.
Well, there's another market that I helped manage in Somerville.
Yeah.
They opened last Friday. It was 92 degrees on a pavers road.
I remember
Held
that.
the heat. Yes, an Assembly Road. You're coming out and visiting.
We were
one of
talking
these
about
days.
that, yeah.
We might do this. What do you think? Assembly Row. We should come out to Assembly Row.
And
Lots
then,
of restaurants
actually, I
there,
think
too.
we met with you right before you
Just
headed up
before,
for that.
exactly,
Yeah, I
yep.
remember that.
And we will be there again tomorrow. It'll be much nicer weather.
Yeah.
Today we made it through. The wind has really died down. Now, you were talking about tornado warnings.
That's north of here.
That's always the
You
scare.
get, when it says Middlesex County, it's a very big county.
It
And
is.
we work with our emergency management director here in Framingham, the fire chief, and we're in touch throughout the day to see what's going on, what's our threat, what's our risk.
Yeah.
If we needed to evacuate, we know exactly how to do that here, but we were under no threat. It was going to be a lot of wind.
Yeah.
We knew that there was going to be a lot of wind, but if there had been tornadoes, thunderstorms, we're trying to be safe for everybody.
I was gonna go hide in my car.
Well, you could, but there's a lot of
That's why
product
Jeff
out
parked
there.
right behind here.
And
I got a
one
great
of the
parking
things,
spot.
it's small businesses, we don't want them to lose all their inventory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got to give them 15, 20 minutes to pack it up and get that stuff in the car, put it away. So we do plan, make sure that nothing could destroy them. And we don't want that to happen here.
So, let's switch gears just a little bit,
Yeah.
Bill. So, you're a small business. You may not be a food vendor. You might be a jewelry vendor. You might be. We've seen. I think there's a real estate company here today.
There's 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have a wide variety of different types of businesses here. What would be 2 or 3 things you'd recommend people do ahead of time so they can get the most out of their experiences as a vendor at a farmer's market?
Have something for the attendee, the visitor, to stop and talk to you about.
Got
A
it.
real estate agent, they want to collect names so they can eventually have them if they want to sell their house, come back to them. But you got to have something to visit. Why are they going to stop at your booth? Have an activity for the kids. Have a spinning wheel that wins something. Anything to stop that attendee long enough. You get 3 to 5 seconds as they're walking by a 10-foot booth. And if you can catch the attention, that triples your opportunity to actually engage with somebody. Doesn't
And
mean you're gonna
smile.
sell it. Yes.
Gotta-
Communicate.
you gotta
Surprisingly, that's one of the things.
It is-
easiest thing to do.
Toughest thing for people to
Yeah.
remember to do. The next person coming by, that's their opening with you.
Yeah.
And there's another one right behind it. You gotta stay the part. You've talked about that when you go to networking events.
Right.
You finish with one person, that next person you step up to, you reset to 0. You gotta keep going.
Good stuff. I love it.
Love it.
Bill, thanks so much for stopping by today.
And thanks
Yeah.
for
I know
inviting us.
you're like the busiest guy here today.
Well, it was busier to start it. Once it's
Yeah.
up and running.
You're cool.
And
You're
Craig
chilling
knows
out.
how that works too.
Yeah.
When he does his events, that getting it set up is always the fun part. But once it's running, it's a lot easier. So that's how I can come over here and be a hotshot for.
You're a
5
hotshot,
minutes.
man.
I am now a
He's a
hot.
You're
He's
officially a hot
hotshot.
shot.
I've listened
And
to 55 episodes.
This is
54.
55.
This is
This
55.
I've listened to 54 of these things, and finally I'm on this side of the microphone.
And he hears us hitting the table every time
I'm
with
staying.
our
You notice I'm
Italian-
staying away from the table
There
here.
we go.
I got
will hear that now when
when you listen to it, you're gonna.
I'm gonna blame you.
You're gonna be like, hey, that was me that did it that time.
No, I didn't touch it. It's your microphone. So,
good.
Anyway, gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Bill.
Hope we can do this again later on in the season.
Definitely.
Maybe we'll go walk through and do some quick interviews with people in the future too, and package those up. So many different kinds of folks here at this kind of a market.
I love it.
We do have National Farmers Market Week coming up.
When's that?
First week of August.
First week of
whatever
August.
day you have your market is when you get your legislative delegation coming. We believe that we're going to have a lieutenant governor coming out that day.
Great.
And,
Where is that?
Right here.
Right here.
Yeah, we do.
Love it.
We get
Right
proclamations.
here, live from the Metro West.
But we can actually get some of our elected officials to come in and talk about stuff. Yeah. We have a very robust SNAP match program here. The customers that come in, food security is a big idea. They can take their SNAP card, they pull $15 off the card, we give them 15 extra in tokens. Then they can keep shopping. And those are the kinds of things that we have here, and we want to make sure that we get the audience to understand. Come on out and join us.
We'll make note of that for our little write-up for our episode today, too.
Perfect.
We do that.
Thank you again.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Thanks
Bill.
again. Thanks so much, Bill.
It's dangerous
I'll
to
fish
reach over
over
there.
I know.
Take care.
With all the equipment.
So,
I'll
live
step out.
here.
Don't hit anything.
Don't hit any
Don't hit
mics
the
here.
table. Don't hit the mic. So, Jeff, I know you probably didn't realize this. I used to go. My family would do farmers markets, and it's definitely an interesting environment out here, and it's a different way to market yourself. You know, we're always talking about how to be different, how to stand out, and you know, sometimes you got to do crazy things. I mean, how many people do a live podcast at a farmers market? It's like when he first suggested it, I'm like, that's a cool idea. I would have never have thought of doing something like this.
I think we'll have to look this up. You think we're the first podcast at a farmer's market, at least in Massachusetts?
So see, if normally if we're in the studio, we don't need Reagan holding the phone stand, the camera stand, because it's not getting blown all over the place. I just whacked
You just
the
hit
mic.
the microphone.
Bill,
dude.
that was me.
All right. Bill's gonna be up to it.
But yeah, that's something we should look that up, because that would be a cool fact to put on all of our social.
We always talk about be the green guy and a bunch of red people, and this is definitely it. Do we have any other? Do you think anyone else wants to come
Anyone
up here?
else?
Any
You want to come up,
Shybirds
Craig?
here?
Gary?
Who do we got? All right, I think we have Craig Sutton come up here for some.
Craig, a second-time guest on the live show.
I got a fist pump here because I
guys.
can't reach all the way. I'm not going to punch you.
Yeah, I know. If I get my head in the middle, I'm going to get punched by both of you.
Don't touch the hardware.
And before we get started, I actually want to shout out ICL Imaging.
ICL Imaging made this behind us here. Market like a hot shot.
You're going to start seeing that even on the ones in the studio going forward. I was so psyched about this.
Very good.
So, Craig, your thoughts? You have a question for us? Anything you want to share? Anything exciting?
I think this is awesome. Just having a community.
Here, get a little bit closer
okay.
to the mic.
A farmer's market is all about the community. And it's all about, even though the customers are not all local, you want to buy local.
That's a good point. I love the buy local part, and that's what small business is all about.
Everyone, whether it's a farmer's market or it's a community, you are in the community, buy local. That's your first point, like you should be going to. And then, you know, if you can't find someone you trust, then you simply move wider out.
Yeah, and like Bill mentioned, there's farmers markets all over the place. So especially we're very lucky here in New England, you have to say, you know, because there's a lot of, you know, small businesses so prominent here.
Yeah.
You know, I know the old joke with Framingham, they call it Chainingham because there's a lot of chains here in Framingham. I don't know if you heard that one. You never heard that one?
Here 30
I didn't
years.
hear
But
that,
the
man.
great thing about Framingham, you know, New England in general, you know, you have the nice, every city or town has a nice downtown, a nice common, and it's a great place to have a farmer's market, right?
It is.
Right. Well, as far as marketing like a hotshot, I do want to give a shout out to Bill, because Bill is iconic. This guy has worked with companies and businesses and big major conventions, and to zoom in and focus, it's awesome.
I'm telling you, speed
So
up.
sit back,
Yeah.
All right. So
No. Speak up.
You want to talk into
speak
the
up.
mic,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right.
See, we got the computer. This is like the
We're-
Hotshot. We always
ah.
like to talk about behind the scenes. So we actually have the laptop here. You can kind of see
See
yeah,
your voice
yeah.
going up.
and it's something Jeff and I have finally, after 54 or 5 episodes, we finally figured out, let's watch and see if we're actually talking into the mic. So,
And the funny
if
thing
it's
is,
flat, if it's flat, that's not good.
I'm used to holding a microphone.
Yeah.
Yet,
Are you gonna sing later?
These mics. No. When you're an MC, when you're a DJ, you just it just
You don't sing.
becomes second nature. But when you're on a broadcasting situation, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I'm getting used to your mics. But thank you, Reagan.
Yeah.
There
And so Craig, actually, I want to shout out Craig because he does a lot of cool stuff. His business, he's got those women that they wear these dresses, and you put glasses of wine or beer or soda or coffee or whatever. And that's one of the cool things he does. My favorite thing, and it's called the money.
The prize vault, which
prize
is
vault.
Boston Cash Cube.
Yeah, it's.
nice.
And I didn't know what the name of it was. Like, I just remember Chuck E. Cheese when I was a
Chuck E.
kid.
Goldstone. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
but
Shout out.
That was last episode. But like, yeah, you go in there and all the things fly around. So he does a lot of really cool things. So like in the event space, Craig, you should check it out. Craig Sutton Entertainment, and Craig's been a good friend. This is again his second time being on the stage at our live events. So it was great.
But the focus is on what you're doing because it's key that you're bringing people together and you're sharing information, and it's a social thing. If you don't have the social connection, you got nothing.
Yeah, especially if you're a small business like a Hotshot.
Yeah.
Right. So
The relationship building's really key.
Right.
Cool.
Very good.
Nice. Great seeing you guys.
Yeah, it's great
Craig.
having you on again.
Hey, I heard rumors they're selling out on strawberries, so you might want to get some strawberries there before they
Oh
run
my
out.
goodness!
It's like,
Jeff loves his strawberries.
I love my
He's mentioned them
strawberries
about
and my
15
cannolis.
times today.
Cannolis from Uncle Joey's here.
So something like, Craig brought up a good point about local community building and such, and we do have a couple more live podcasts planned in the next few months, and I think we can do a spoiler
Yeah.
on one that we will most likely be doing one at Venture Cafe later this summer,
And that's in Cambridge, Venture Cafe, Cambridge. We'll be doing a live broadcast.
and we'll be out of state. We will have it posted to our social media, but we have another guest that we'll be interviewing in
Bryant
Rhode
University.
Island. Yeah.
We might be on the campus of Bryant University down in Smithfield, Rhode Island soon, which is a great business and marketing school down in Rhode Island where I grew up. Mamma Mia, cannolis. That's what we're all about in Rhode Island, right?
Love it.
Federal Hill. James was on Federal Hill the other day. What do you think?
I thought it was cool. We had a lot of fun that night down there. There's a lot of good stuff down in Rhode Island, and haven't really spent a lot of time in Providence, so it was cool to
It's the
actually.
Providence PVD, man.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff was showing me around everywhere.
Me too, man. Providence. Shout out. So here we have another guest coming up here, right?
Our famous
friend here.
This guy, if you listen to the podcast, you're going to know exactly who he is because he looks like somebody famous.
Who is this guy? Does everyone know who he is?
What's up, guys?
How you
What's up?
doing? We'll just leave it at that. Right?
We're kind of like, I was joking with Jeff the other night when we were coming back from Rhode Island. I'm like, we're kind of like the new version of the Howard Stern show because we've got all our characters. And, Gary being famous, we always talk about him. But we also have the hat guy that you
The
mentioned.
hat guy.
We've
The guy
got,
with the hat.
Yeah. The whole
You're
Hotshot
gonna
universe.
You're gonna
out
put
there.
me and him in the same sentence?
No.
No. You're totally in a different
No, we don't.
stratosphere.
We don't want to. We don't worry about our interns when you're around.
So Gary, you help people get rich. Bottom line, right? In the nutshell.
That's right.
All right. So we're here to talk about small business, and probably some of your customers, they go to you to kind of, they're starting to make money. What do I do best? Introduce yourself first. Tell Hotshot Nation who you really are. If we want to make sure you're out there, and then how do you help small businesses grow?
Sure.
In a nutshell.
Well, thanks. So, Gary Shilman, I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones here in Wellesley, Middlesex area. So
just move just a little closer to the mic.
I do work with a number of small businesses. I try to be a resource for them for whatever they need. Stay in touch with. Are they looking at parts of their business on a regular basis? Not just marketing, but operations. It could be about their liability insurance. But the point is, on a annual basis, talk about all aspects of the business and see where you can help them out.
That's awesome. I love it. So you're a big networker. Actually, I have to say you're almost the networker of the year, Gary. I see you come you support our events.
Actually, officially at the Metro West Chamber of Commerce, Gary was Ambassador of the Year. He's the current Ambassador of the Year, which is great.
So I try to get out there.
Love it.
I like meeting people.
Yeah, and that's what's we were talking about with Bill about farmers markets. Yeah, you always have to have a point where you're at a farmer's market to shake hands with all the vendors here. And you have to have them get to know you. Don't be a solicitor. Bad to do at a farmer's market.
That's right.
But just going out there, shaking hands, and that's what networking's all about. Are we about to get blown away here?
I know, I feel like... No, the tornado warning, I think, has passed.
Oh, good. All right.
So I think we're good to go.
Hey, we got a friend here. What do we got?
A little friend coming over.
He's coming over for a cannoli.
Only at the farmer's market. We get dogs come visit the podcast. I love it.
Hey.
So first, this is the episode. I thought the last live at Kaipi was going to be the most first we would ever encounter, but we've blown that out of the water.
I know, right?
Almost literally.
We have our first canine listener here on MarketLikeAHotshot.com.
So you asked me a question.
Yeah.
So put me on the spot, but I had a couple of questions for you. But first, 55th episode, so that's exciting.
Hey, it's double nickels.
Yeah.
That's ARP, man.
So congratulations. So I have two questions. One is, besides at a farmer's market, what is the best way for a consumer-facing small business to get their name out there? And what has been your favorite episode of Market Like a Hotshot, and why?
That one, actually, I'll tackle that second question right now, because I know exactly what my favorite episode was. 54, Chuck Goldstone. I listened to that thing 3 or 4 times before I even published it, and I'm like, it was gold. It was literally, Goldstone is gold. He so much great information, and we're going to have him on there a few more times. That one is, I would say, my absolute favorite.
Yeah, my favorite, 54, and I like Kaipi's. I actually like it here. Being outside, my hair's a mess. I just love being out here in the wind and meeting all the local vendors here at the farmer's market today. This could go down as my favorite, 55.
Yeah,
and then what was your first question?
First question is, besides at a farmer's
market.
See,
I'm 55. That means my brain...
I know.
I'm
not over 55 yet.
My brain is kind of like, you forget things quickly here.
Yeah. But my brain's probably not as...
So besides here at a farmer's market, what's the best way for a consumer-facing small business to get their name out there?
I'm going to say this, all right? I'm going to say networking events, but sometimes folks are too busy. You know what's a great place to network? Your kids' sporting events are great. No one ever thinks about going, your kids, your children's soccer game or baseball game. Everyone's usually happy there,
or not, and yelling at
the refs or whatever. But no one thinks about places like that as a great place. Any type of community event. I know, like fireworks, or you have like, I live in Rhode Island, right? I used to live in Rhode Island, but down in Rhode Island, there's a lot of the Catholic churches have fairs, feasts. There's probably one every single week down there, but you never think about that as an opportunity to get your name out there.
Yeah.
And talking non-networking events today. Yeah. How about James? Do you have anything to add there?
I would pile on that a little bit, because you want to do, again, things that are different, not what everyone else is doing. Regarding the networking events, it's not always quantity. I know a lot of times we see things, there's going to be 1,000 people at this networking event. Yeah. I am obsessed with numbers. Kaipi, when we hit 100 people,
you were psyched.
I was so psyched. I blasted that out. I put that out everywhere we talk about it. I know Reagan hears it every week. But what you said about maybe at a sporting event, at a church event, at a small gathering, you can sometimes get better connections that way. At your event that we went to, 2 nights ago, Tuesday night?
The Hot Club.
I only talked, there was 65 people there. So speaking of numbers, this guy draws a crowd like anybody. I only talked to maybe 7, 8, maybe about 10 people.
Yeah.
but the people I talk to, great connections. That's all I needed to. I didn't have to talk to everybody
That's
in the room.
exactly right.
I mean, you would have not enjoyed it that much as I told you there was 3 Edward Jones people there.
But who is the best Edward Jones person of all time?
Who's the only one that has a theme song?
He has a
in the
theme
Market
song.
Like a Hotshot universe.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty soon I heard those theme songs will be up on Spotify.
Well, I was
They'll be
going to
out
say
there.
the best Edward Jones advisor ever was Edward Jones,
Edward
the
Jones.
original, and then
Is he
maybe
still alive?
and then maybe Ted Jones, who actually transformed the whole company.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, maybe me. No.
No, it's Gary.
Love it.
Awesome stuff, Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome to see you here.
Actually, when you're talking about doing something different, you want to do a shout out for Kona Ice because Guy,
Oh.
he always walks around in his tie-dye shirt. So
I always think of a Grateful Dead song when I see Gee.
any event that you see him at, you know right away. There's, there he is.
Yeah, I mean, I actually want to shout him out because I tried one of the smoothies there. I had the tropical one. Unbelievable. It's my new favorite thing. I'm not even going to get the Kona Ice anymore. The smoothies are so good.
So Kona Ice is usually here in Framingham Common every Thursday.
He's here all the time.
He's here all the time. So you got to check out Kona Ice. You know, he's basically the Metro West man. Gee, love the guy. He's awesome stuff. He's right in the front too here. So he's if you're here next Thursday or any Thursday, get cool, man. These summers are getting hotter here in Massachusetts, so you need to cool off a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, see you
Thanks,
soon,
Gary. Always good to have you.
All right.
The hustle.
The hustle. The hustle will
is
be
just
coming
here.
out soon on Spotify.
So, Jeff, this is kind of like a full circle moment for us. I don't know if you've realized this.
Yeah.
But you and I, how many times over the summer do we come here for the concerts on the Friday nights, right?
I know.
And we would hang here, talk about various things. Last summer, or maybe it was the summer before, but one of these summers, we were sitting there and I'm like, it would be cool to do a podcast. And then you're like, it would be cool.
And then, not to cut you off, but I think that's when we started. We were sitting, listening to music about a year ago.
Yeah.
And we're like, you know what? Next week, let's do a podcast.
Yeah, and then Jeff shows up. It's like, all right, well, we need a name for it. What are we going to talk about? I'm like, we have a podcasting studio in the office, so how do we use the equipment? And we figured we just like figured it all out, and that's a common question we get with anything that we do. Like even today, Reagan and Reagan's sister Brianna, it is.
She just left.
Oh, she left.
No, I thought like but it was nice to have her here. She saw us setting up and took some notes for us. But like everything we do, we have a lot of learning. So we were doing the lapel mics, even though we had this equipment, but we didn't know how to use it.
Yep.
Then we were like, oh, let's do a live event. And it's like, all right, we'll figure it out. And it's like, can we move the equipment? Like moving the equipment downstairs in our building was a challenge. And then, here we are. We've moved the equipment across the street.
I know. Here we are outside here.
We've got power, trying to figure all these things out. That's kind of the fun part about Market Like a Hotshot, and a lot of the stuff that we do at JBF.
And that's going back to our, even our topic today of small, building and growing your small business like a hotshot. It's always about trying new things. We talked, with Bill about Farmers Market. Craig Sutton had some questions. Gary brought up some great questions today. You got to try things.
Yeah.
A/B test is classic marketing tune there. So.
And it's also important to know that it's okay to fail.
Sorry to
Everybody's
fail,
so afraid of failure, but that's part of the learning process.
Yeah.
You've got to make mistakes. That's how you get better. You got to try new things. You can't just do what everyone else is doing. Don't copy everybody else, because you're going to be like everybody else.
Yeah, be individual.
Be yourself. Everyone else is taken, right? We had that quote on one of our our motivational Mondays, but it's so true.
Hey, they're playing some Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, playing
right
Margaritaville.
Are we in Margaritaville today?
It feels like it.
Feels like there's humidity here.
Have you ever heard that song, It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere?
Yeah, of course.
There's like this uncomfortable banter at the end between Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett, and they're like, I've been to Margaritaville. You have? Yeah. And it's a lot of, it's so funny. And on the radio, they were making fun of it one time. But every time I think of Jimmy Buffett, that's one of my favorite, even though it's not necessarily his, but
yeah,
Margaritaville is my favorite Buffett song.
Awesome. Cheeseburger in paradise. So, hey, let's land a plane here before the tornado hits. So,
Dorothy.
marketlikeahotshot.com. You got to follow us. That's our website. We have learnlikeahotshot.com. We have 3 classes up there. We have, we're asking
with
for
more to come.
More to come. Contributors coming. Hit the learn button. We have the merch button. You get a great T-shirt like this. What do you think of these
Oh, yeah,
t-shirts?
we've got
You
our-
see this?
And Reagan, why don't you just come up on camera? We can
Reagan,
let it
come
shake
over
a little
here.
bit. Because she has a special
Come over here,
t-shirt,
Reagan.
which
Check
you
out
probably
this
saw
shirt.
at our live event.
That's the purple shirt there.
Intern T-shirt.
Yes.
Which you get if you
If
become
you're an
intern
executive producer.
Or that, yes.
You have to
become a producer.
T-shirt.
So we're always hiring here at marketlikeahotshot.com. So we're on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio. We're all over, man. Take a look at this, all right? And I think we're signing off for the afternoon.
Yeah, we will see you at episode 56, which will be back in the studio.
Back in the studio.
Normal episode, too. You and me.
Just us
And Reagan.
boring people.
So,
So have a great day, everyone. Hotshot
Take care.
Nation.